You're watching Collector's Call on MeTV. Brought to you by Consumer Cellular, where low rates and award-winning service are just the beginning.
Hi, I'm WHELCHEL. You might recognize me from my time on television. Now, I'm traveling the country, meeting people with the most amazing collections we can find. Were these before Bert and Ernie?
Long before.
I bring in experts to appraise these treasures and hope to make a deal with our collector to trade one of their precious gems for an elusive item that's been on their wish list.
Well, that looks pretty special.
Will there be a trade? It's the Collector's Call. Visiting Rick Goldsch until you realize, oh, there's a bed underneath all of this wonderful collection. It's overwhelming in a really great way. Rick, your house is amazing. I wouldn't even know where to begin. Help me out here.
This is my son Josh's room. We have some Mego dolls here from the early 1970s. At the time, they sold for like $3.50, and my mom had to wait in a line at JCPenney to get.
Of course, your mom would do that. So Mego, is that a brand?
Yeah, Mego started off in the early 70s, probably 1972, 73. They started off with the different superheroes, the Marvel and DC characters. Then they quickly went into doing other lines of Star Trek and Planet of the Apes. There was a line that basically ran through the 1970s.
The Mego figures were the very first figures in my generation that came out to represent Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, and so forth. We were all watching those cartoons and those shows on television, and we were all buying the comic books, but there was nothing to play with. So when Mego came out, it was hot stuff. My son Josh kind of took the collection over here, and some of them we got at Quake Collectibles too.
How old were you when you started collecting?
5 to 10, maybe a little older. I'm
Yeah,
not
Josh
sure.
and his dad would come to my store when Josh was little. He was always very enthusiastic about old Mego and superhero and Marvel stuff. So
His mom had taught him, he had taught his son. There's just something so really beautiful about passing down these timeless characters, too, that are still around. So what would the difference be in price, the fact that these are in the boxes?
usually boxes double the price of a doll, especially in good shape, because it's awfully hard to find like an original box. Like this particular piece, probably in the $300 or $400 range, and about half of that if it was not in the box.
I'm so glad that David is able to be here because he obviously knows his stuff. You said $350 for this one. So how much would you
Right.
say for the entire collection?
If I was to value the entire collection with the vehicles, at least $2,000.
Good job, Josh. I never knew action figures could be so valuable.